Thank you so much, las chinas, oaxaqueñas, las Isabeles.
Welcome to MyCop's 11th Annual Gala, Night in Oaxaca. My name is Vanessa Teran, and this year I became MyCop's first ever Policy Director. I have the honor of serving as your co-MC this evening, along with my colleague, Fernando.
Good evening, everyone. ¿Cómo se la están pasando? How's everybody doing? Thank you so much, Vanessa. My name is Fernando Martinez. I'm a community organizer out of my MyCop's Santa Maria office. This is actually my first night in Oaxaca, and I am very, very excited to be co-emceeing alongside with my amazing colleague, Policy Director Vanessa Teran.
This year, our evening's theme is Fortaleciendo Nuestras Raíces, or strengthening our roots. As we share space this evening together, both in person and online, let us reflect this theme and celebrate our Indigenous community's resilience and rooted connection to our organization. To me, strengthening our roots means we will never give up. As stated so beautifully long ago, they tried to bury us, but they did not know that we were seeds. This quote comes from poet Dinos Christianopoulos, who was outcast by the Greek literary community in the 1970s because he was gay. Today, we celebrate because there's nothing more powerful than expressing joy in the face of oppression. We flower and we bloom from seeds.
Thank you, Vanessa. This evening, we started our day with a dance by las chinas oaxaqueñas, las Isabeles, as we traditionally do for our Indigenous celebration. We carry these traditions from generations to generations. We dance, we sing, we wear our wardrobes with pride. As Indigenous people to this continent, we've never known the concept of borders. And we recognize that though we are on the lands of our Indigenous Chumash, who have stewarded these lands for thousands of years, this evening we are incredibly honored to have with us Mia Lopez, who's chair of the Coastal Band of the Chumash Nation.
Tonight is the second Night in Oaxaca event that Mia has joined us for. Mia Lopez is a current chair, former vice chair, member, and tribal representative of the Coastal Band of the Chumash Nation, the administrative assistant at Wistoyo Chumash Foundation, and on the board of the American Indian Health and Services Clinic. She has served her community with environmental issues that affect our land and coast. She has acted as liaison for the tribe and the city of Santa Barbara, UCSB, SBCC, county parks, and many schools lecturing on contemporary historical Chumash culture in the classroom and at the Wistoyo village in Malibu, bringing people together to acknowledge the land and the original people throughout Chumash territory to which we are right now, this moment. Maintaining connections with her village is very important to her, and being able to share her special details with small groups coming through Chumash lands, heading nature walks with organizations in her areas, giving her the opportunity not only to share a little about native plants and history, but also to talk about many village sites that our cities are built upon. Bienvenida, Mia.
Haku kichichanti ke ekikikich. Sulko kasho. Mia kakti, kapapane shumoloki chumas, sihisupson, ke es. Oh, my bad. This is why I don't do things with electronics. Kapapane shumoloki chumar sihisipson que eswakil hinahalamu hilimu. Hola amigos y familia, buenas noches. Me llamo Mia Lopez. Mis pueblos ancestrales de Chumar son Siuxun en la costa de Santa Bárbara y Swahili en nuestra isla se llama Limu. Soy una miembro de la banda costera de la Nación Chumash y la jefa de mi tribu. Hello. Hello, friends and relatives. Good evening. My name is Mia Lopez. My ancestral Chumash villages are Sioksun on the coast of Santa Barbara and Swahil on our island of Yimu. I'm a member of the coastal band of the Chumash Nation and the current chairwoman for our tribe. Before we begin, I would like to take this opportunity to ask us all to reflect on how the work we do here today and every day in our chosen fields affects these lands and the peoples of these lands that we work to protect. We come together today to stand up for and give voice to the unceded land of the Chumash people and declare our tribal sovereignty. This name Chumash is not the traditional name for our people, but one given to us by anthropologists. This name isn't even 100 years old yet. Some of the names that we have used in the past and are reclaiming today are Yaktitu Titu Tilhini, Amuwu, Kuyam, Samala, Smuwich, Mitkanakan, Hulkuku, Kashtuk, and Meets Chumash. I ask you to join me in acknowledging the Chumash community, our elders, both past and present, as well as our future generations. Our partners and co-hosts here today also acknowledge that these lands were founded upon exclusions and erasures of many indigenous people, including those who have been our neighbors, relatives, and friends for generations, trading with us from the south before there were borders to divide us. As we work together to prevent further damage to these lands and our people that support not only our livelihoods, recreation, and lifestyle, we remember that the indigenous people, the Chumash people of this place, have been separated from these lands, unable to maintain livelihoods as we should, unable to recreate traditionally, and unable to maintain our traditional lifeways freely. The damage that has been done and continues to be done by drilling, trucking, fracking, and exploitation of the natural cultural resources of this area can never be erased. There is no mitigation that can make our communities whole again. As community now together, we can acknowledge the mistakes and atrocities of the past and move forward in remembrance and relationship with the local Chumash and indigenous people to begin the process of healing by making sure that our processes here and everywhere we work make room for our Chumash voices to be heard, our traditional knowledge of these territories to be listened to, and our people to be a part of the healing of the lands as well as ourselves. The Chumash people of this area, comprised of the descendants of indigenous people removed from our islands of origin, Limu, Anyapak, Wima, and Tuk'an, subjugated by 5 missions during Spanish colonization of the Central Coast, from Malibu to Morro Bay and inland to Bakersfield, are now being impacted by new developments as well as oil projects on and offshore. The entirety of all these projects are within the traditional territories of the Chumash peoples, and in spite of all of this, each tribe, council, clan, and band is working diligently to restore traditional stewardship practices on these lands and heal from this historical trauma. This acknowledgement, though brief and in no way complete, demonstrates a commitment by these partners to begin the process of creating a relationship with the local Chumash communities and working together to dismantle the ongoing legacies of settler colonialism. Thank you so much for inviting me here today, and thank you, Kascho Kapkumuli. I'm so glad that you're here.
Thank you so much, Mia. Let's go ahead and give Mia another round of applause, please. Thank you so much, Mia, for being here with us, for your words. We are grateful for having you with us tonight. We look forward for continuous partnership and collaboration as Indigenous people of this continent. And let us always remember that anywhere you step in the Americas, you are on the Indigenous people's lands. Before going further with our program, we would also acknowledge our government and elected offices that are present with us this evening. If you could please stand up. Chair of the Coastal Band of the Chumash Nation, Mia Lopez. Head of Consul of Mexico in Oxnard, Euclides del Moral Arbona. Cónsul Paola Lucano, de Protección y Asuntos Jurídicos. Congresswoman Julia Brownlee. Assembly Member Steve Bennett. Ventura County Supervisor and Board Chair Carmen Ramirez. Ventura County Sheriff Bill Ayub. Oxnard City Councilwoman Vianey Lopez, who is also here on behalf of State Senator Monique Limon. And Port Hueneme City Council Laura Hernandez.
We also have with us today Ventura County Board of Education Area 5, Dr. Ramon Flores. Goleta School Board Member Luz Reyes Martin. On behalf of Congressman Salud Carvajal, Erika Reyes. On behalf of County Supervisor Kelly Long, Manuel Minjares. Ventura County CEO, Dr. Savette Johnson. Congratulations on your recent appointment role. Ventura County Healthcare Agency Director, Barry Zimmerman. Ventura County Public Health Director, Rigo Vargas. Thank you so much for being here. I would like now to call up MICOT's Board President, Monica Farewell, to give a few remarks. MICOT first joined the MICOT Board in 2020 and was elected Board President in 2021. Bienvenida, Monica.
Welcome, everyone. Thank you all for being here. Thank you to all that are joining virtually. And thank you for supporting MICOT. It's so great to see you all in person. We've made it. We're here. And I just have to say that without the sponsors and continued support, we would not be able to provide the vital resources that we do to our communities. Your support and dedication to MICOT, especially through these last 2 years, has been amazing, and we are so thankful. Because of the global pandemic, and not being able to see you all for so long, I wanted to take you back to March of 2020. And I know it seems like it was 30 years ago because we've all just made it through just 2 crazy years. And once again, MECOP has transformed overnight as soon as the pandemic hit and stepped up to protect our community and fight back against the pandemic. But if we go back to March of 2020, when uncertainty filled the air around us, COVID-19 was a word we had never heard before. Terms like social distancing, essential workers, quarantine were all so foreign at the time. But think about some in our communities that didn't speak English, that didn't speak Spanish, that couldn't turn on CNN to get that information, that vital information that we needed to know what was going on. Well, MECOP immediately returned to its translation roots and provided non-stop translation services and provided the vital information to our community and broadcasted in multiple languages through Radio Indígena and let our community know all things COVID related and how to stay safe. From our days fighting the Thomas Fire, we had N95 masks that we immediately distributed throughout the community. A majority of our community members were labeled essential workers, yet when they were done with their shifts, there were no food on the shelves for them. So MECOP arranged and organized food drives to provide the food that our community members needed and made sure that no one went hungry. We were the only organization in Ventura and Santa Barbara counties that were selected to distribute the disaster relief funds to all community members that qualified. We then worked with the different health agencies to be able to provide COVID vaccines, and most of our offices are still providing COVID testing services to our community members, even now. Everyone at MECOP should get a round of applause for the overnight transformation that they pulled off to come through for our community. Now, for tonight, we want to celebrate the community coming back together after 2 whole years, letting you know what we've done and how we've made it through this pandemic. We have come out of this so much stronger and with the absolute certainty that MECOP's resources, programs, and services are so vital for the people in our communities. We know that we can accomplish, and we know what we can accomplish now, and we feel like we can overcome anything together. Looking to the future, we are excited to announce we have continued growing. MECOP has grown so much, and especially out in Santa Maria. We've also heard the need for our resources and services out in San Luis Obispo County, and we look forward to assisting those communities the best we can in the future. It's been 2 years, and I just wanted to share the work MECOP has done. I was already proud of MECOP before COVID, but I was so blown away by the amazing and crucial work that MECOP has done over these 2 years during this pandemic. I'm so proud and humbled to be part of this organization. I'm so proud of our MECOP team. I do briefly want to do a shout out to our founder, Sandy Young, over at table 21 there. Without you, we would not be here. We would not have been able to pull through the community during this time. We were vital, we made a difference, and it mattered. Thank you. I will now pass it on to MECOP Executive Director Arsenio J. Lopez and Associate Director Genevieve Flores Haro, who I thank for your efforts and your continued leadership. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Thank you, Monica. I'm so sorry. I think we need to apologize a little bit. The food is coming soon on this side, so be patient with that. Just want to echo Monica. Thank you, Sandy Young, for being here, our founder. Really appreciate your presence, and thank you for having that vision for this organization, and I hope we made you proud. I also want to appreciate and thank our board members, Monica for being here, Israel Vasquez for being a tremendous leader in our communities. He was one of the founders of our youth program, actually, Tequio. So Israel now is in our board. Another amazing leader, we appreciate her a lot for leading at some moment Tequio group. Now is Dr. Elizabeth Villa. She's also here with us. Thank you, and a board member. And Arturo, thank you for being here, another board member of the organization, and a teacher in Oxnard. So thank you for doing the transformation there in our education communities. And thank you all for being here with us tonight. Yes, thank you. We want to celebrate Indigenous people and celebrate all the amazing and wonderful work the Mixteco Indigenous Community Organizing Project, MICOP, is doing with and for our Indigenous communities, now in 3 counties, Ventura, Santa Barbara, San Luis Obispo. We're so proud. I want to say that tonight's celebration is about the importance of continuing strengthening our roots and reclaiming our indigenous identity. I'm happy, honored, and humbled to be here today with you all after 2 years. And yes, it feels like 30 years of virtual meetings and virtual Night in Oaxaca events. Although I want to share that this year Night in Oaxaca is a little bit different. And because we are hybrid. I don't know if you have noticed that. So hi to all those people that are with us tonight virtually. So we're learning, right? Something. It's not just in person, but now we're reaching out to the world. And also, I want to also be very honest with you that every time I come tonight in Oaxaca, I feel reconnected with you all. I feel supported. And I feel embraced. Sometimes I'm too much, I know. So, thank you. You are all amazing people. There are many familiar faces and also many new faces, especially those new supporters and partners from the county of Santa Barbara and San Luis Obispo. Thank you for being here and joining us tonight. This feel reflective of MICOP's work and actions throughout the current COVID-19 pandemic, because COVID is still here, unfortunately. It is amazing how we came together to protect, defend, and stand with and for the Indigenous migrant communities of each of these counties. I was really thinking a little bit or reflecting, if I can say that word, reflecting on MICOP accomplishments. And the only thing I would like to share with you about my reflection is probably one of the hardest things in doing social justice work. And that, for me, and my own opinion, is that empowering. self-empowering and or co-empowering. As Indigenous people, how do we believe that we have power when it feels like it was taken away from us, like probably 500 years ago? The process of decolonizing ourselves is necessary in order to achieve systemic change. Decolonization is the key. It empowers us to keep speaking our languages, to reconnect to our own identity, to our roots that run deep since they were planted 7,000 and plus years ago. Just as our Chumash relatives, who their language and culture have called this region home for over 10,000 years, and we need to acknowledge that.
Last year, amidst the pandemic, MyCop staff, leadership, and community undertook an organizational assessment that resulted in a 3-year development plan with an emphasis on decolonization and centering indigeneity as a nonprofit.
We asked ourselves some pretty hard questions. What does wellness for our staff look like? How would our team like to be recognized for their work? What policies and structures are we missing? How do we even define indigeneity? Is it language? Is it tradition? Is it ties to land? Shared experiences? Is it food? We landed on the fact that the answers to these questions are complicated, especially with our lens of indigeneity, and even more so against the backdrop of the nonprofit sector. In this organizational assessment, we realized a shared understanding that MyCop is like a special and rare plant. 21 years ago, MyCop's founders and community planted the seeds of this special plant, some of whom are here with us tonight: Sandy Young, Catalina Navarrete, Nicolasa Rebolledo, Norma Gomez, and more. Each person, named and unnamed, has given their tequio, their service to community, to make MyCop the organization that it is today. Over time, that organization has worked hard towards nurturing healthy soil so that we can continue our tradition of strong roots. As we define and redefine who we are as MyCop, we do so with these strong roots. That is not easy work, and it is necessary work.
Yes, and the work becomes more difficult when we face challenging times. COVID-19 came to remind and reaffirm of all of us that the system of racial inequalities, discrimination, that is still we are pretty far from achieving social justice. But not everything is bad. Not everything is bad. It is not surprising that during the global pandemic, once again, we reflect upon our roots, both as Indigenous people and as an Indigenous-led, Indigenous-rooted, and Indigenous-serving community. We are here, and we will continue to reclaim to be the owners of our own narratives. But it cannot be without your support. Today, our roots are strong thanks to our community base and our deep connections to our multitude of people like you who support and nurture our organization. Despite sometimes harsh conditions, our strong roots, Indigenous culture, and connection to our supporters have made MyCop the resilient flower that blooms today.
We further recognize that as good roots should be, we are all interconnected. Much like the Árbol de Tule. If you've never heard of it, Google it. It's gorgeous, promise. T-U-L-E, Árbol. From the over 120 MyCop staff, to our board of directors, to the over 15,000 Indigenous individuals we serve annually, to all of you here with us tonight and online, to our many friends and familia who've walked through MyCop's doors, we are what makes this community. We cannot do this work alone. Let us continue strengthening our connection and our roots together. As a token of our appreciation and connection for our in-person familia, We invite you to take home some of the flour de maíz that are on your centerpieces. They're pens, so feel free to take your flour de maíz. Don't take the jars. I see you, tias, primos. Thanks for the laugh. Thank you so much again for being here. Thank you so much for being part of the MyCop familia. And thank you for helping us to strengthen our roots. Gracias.
And thank you and enjoy your mole.
Thank you, Arsenio and Genevieve. Do we want to give them another round of applause? Let us now begin with Tekyo. In 2012, MyCop launched our Tekyo Scholarship Fund to inspire and encourage academic success in the Indigenous community. The Tekyo Scholarship Fund provides individual grants to college students who are of Indigenous Mexican roots who reside both in Ventura County and Santa Barbara County. In your program, if you open it up, we will see names, majors, schools for our 20 scholarship recipients. This year, the Tekyo Scholarship Committee raised over $22,000 in scholarships in support of our Indigenous youth. Please join us in recognizing and celebrating this year's 2022 Tekyo Scholarship recipients, many of whom are tuning in virtually this evening.
Hi everyone, my name is Lourdes Vasquez. I am a Oxnard native. Currently right now, as of 3 days ago, I just moved into New Jersey. I'm here because I'm pursuing my master's in social work, and so I am extremely grateful and thankful that I was elected to receive the Tekyo Scholarship Fund. Not too long ago, I was stressed, debating whether to pursue this long-term goal of mine to move out to the East Coast, and because of these funds and because of all you that believe in us, that motivates me and encourages me to not let the financial burden hinder me from pursuing higher education. And so with that, I want to say thank you to all the donors and to everyone who is in support of the Indigenous community. I cannot wait to go back and showcase my skills and to be able to work with the marginalized communities and to just give back to our community. Thank you.
Hello everybody, my name is Dave Mendoza. I am 23 years old. I am from Tindu, Oaxaca. And this upcoming academic year, I will be pursuing my master's degree in regenerative medicine. In addition, I would like to thank everybody from the MyCop group that made this happen. Most of the funding provided will be towards transportation to school, as commuting will be a major impact on receiving my education.
Thank you once again. Thank you to our scholarship selection committee, Elizabeth Villa, Catalina Sojo, Rafael Vasquez, and Arturo Lopez. This evening, tonight, we have two Tech Year Scholarship winners. I'd like to introduce to the stage Silveria Ortiz and Eric Saldovar to share a few words with us tonight.
Good evening, everyone. Buenas tardes. First of all, I would like to say thank you for everyone being here today. My name is Eric Salvador, and I recently graduated from Oxnard High School. And I'll be attending Cal Poly San Luis Obispo in the fall, majoring in computer engineering. I'm a Mexican-American that is proud of its Purepecha community heritage. Both of my grandparents are from a small village in Michoacan, in which they celebrate their indigenous traditions every day. The village celebrates El Festival de Elote, which they celebrate every year, in which the whole village comes together and celebrates delicious dishes made from corn. Many people from other places come to visit our village to taste these dishes and also come to see our traditional clothing, our traditional dances, and our colorful rebozos, and also wanting to hear the traditional language of Tarasco. As I mentioned before, I'll be attending Cal Poly San Luis Obispo. At first, I was hesitant to accept that admission offer due to the lack of diversity at the school. However, after heavy consideration and thinking about this thoroughly, I realized that this was the opportunity that I was hoping for. I can be that person that opens these doors for people like myself who want to study engineering. And that is why at Cal Poly I intend to form a club or an organization that will directly help people like myself that are underrepresented that want to study in science, technology, engineering, or mathematics. Being awarded the scholarship will help cover purchases of my textbooks and also help with my college tuition. My dream is to earn a computer engineering degree and one day become a software engineer. This is a dream that my family could have never dreamed of or thought that was possible. But this dream that I intend to give it my best, because this dream, which began as a child, not only represents me, but my entire family and my grandparents who never finished 6th grade and worked in the fields. I want to thank everyone who has donated and supported and coordinated this event. With your support, we can make our dreams possible. Gracias por todo su apoyo. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Buenas tardes a todos. Kuandikundo. First of all, I feel privileged to be here today, and I would like to thank everyone for being here today with us. My name is Silveria Ortiz. I am from the Mistake community of Soyatlan de Juarez, Guerrero. My parents are both farm workers, and I am the first person in my family to attend a community college at Oxnard College. At first, I was studying whether I could attend a community college, since learning English was already difficult for me, because it was my third language. Has been very challenging. However, after graduating for Oxnard College, I hope to transfer to a UC Santa Barbara, majoring in linguistics. After obtaining my BA, I plan to become a professional interpreter to support and serve my indigenous community. I feel very grateful for my family, who has always supported me, and more importantly, I feel blessed for being awarded to the Tech Year Scholarship. I would like to take a moment and thank each person who donated to the Tech Year Scholarship. Being a Mixteca undocumented student is very challenging to apply for many scholarships, since many scholarships require a Social Security or to be a U.S. citizen. That creates more challenges and barriers to higher education. Nonetheless, thanks to the kind donations that are given to the Tekio scholarships, it makes it possible for many indigenous students to continue with their education. Like myself, I was the first generation in my family to attend a college. The Tekio scholarship will support me to cover my college expenses, such as textbooks, tuition, and food, so that I can further my education. Once again, thank you so much for your kind donations to the Tekio scholarship. I want to finish translating all these stuff in Mixteco since my parents don't understand English. Kuandikundo ya chabinindo ya kishando kibibishindendo shindi kuniyo ya chabina iba shinya beka nya Tekio nya chinje ya na kualita na sha escuela china ne nya sakwayo nya ingatu ingañun dichini guya ya nya chabi nya beka nya Tekio shindi kumi na nya bi tai na natashi ana casadona shun chinje ya dikumi na nyu sabi tayu nya santi in escuela ndira kuchun dikondi ina profesional ya kuchun di kahasegiti chinje di comunidad ya chabini dikundo nya kishindo kibibichi nya kahasegindo casadonando nya Tekio nya beka ya chabinindo. Gracias.
Let's give Silveria and Eric another round of applause. Amazing. Congratulations once again to our 2022 Tekio Scholarship. We are very proud of you all. How's everybody doing? I know the food just got served. Hopefully it's good. The bars are still open, so mezcal, wine. Help yourself. So moving forward, on behalf of the MyCup team, we wanted to extend our gratitude to our 2022 Night in Oaxaca sponsors. At our tierra level, we would like to thank our friends at the Weingart Foundation. Woo! At our Tule level, we would like to thank the Ventura County Healthcare Agency. At our Savi level, we would like to thank Edison International and the law office of Vanessa Frank. At our SA level, we would like to thank Dr. Craig and David Driscoll's Hempsteader. Gold Coast Health Plan, Guelaguetza Restaurant, Mechanics Bank, NPN Law, Planned Parenthood, the Santa Barbara Foundation, and the Ventura County Community Foundation. And now, we would also like to thank our many Semilla sponsors. As we all know, from strong semillas, seeds, come strong raíces, roots. Thank you again to all our 2022 sponsors, many of whom are here with us this evening and also watching online. Here tonight, on behalf of the Weingart Foundation, I am honored to bring Miguel Santana. Let's give him a round of applause.
Buenas noches. It's a real pleasure to be here today. It's an honor for me to be the president and CEO of the Weingart Foundation. because I get to be part of supporting with our team dozens and hundreds of organizations like MECOP in Ventura, in LA County, in the Inland Empire, and in Orange County. Groups that are fighting to be heard, that are fighting to ensure that their issues are paid attention to, that are fighting legacy of racism and discrimination, and are challenging our systems to do better, to be more inclusive, and to represent the real diversity that is Southern California. This is an amazing organization that we are so proud to be a part of. And to see the young people today and the journey that they've been through, it's really inspiring for the future. At our foundation, we not only support organizations, but we also help generate the next generation of justice warriors throughout Southern California. We have a program called the John Mack Fellows, where we have 2 fellows that are represented here today from this community who learn from their colleagues throughout Southern California on the unique challenges, personal, organizational, that come from doing this work. I want to spend a few minutes speaking directly to the students that we just saw got honored. Because in many ways, your story is my story. Miguel and Ana Maria Santana came to East LA in 1967 and undocumented for most of their lives. They raised 8 children in a 2-bedroom house. I was the first one in my family to go to college. And so I understand the thought processes and the challenges that you're going through. And I'll share a few things that I wish someone had told me when I was starting college 35 years ago at Whittier College. The first thing is that you belong there. No matter what people say, no matter what you may feel, you belong there. The college is meant for you. The second thing is that your voice matters. Your experiences, your life story, the struggles and the pain that you've experienced and that of your families, all of that contribute to the college experience. And don't believe that at any point what you have to say is less important, less intelligent, or less significant than everyone else who's there. And the third thing is that your community is with you. Your family, your ancestors, this entire community that's here today, to celebrate with you, to cheer you on, to support you. And with that comes a tremendous responsibility to complete your work and to come back to your community to share the gifts that you've earned. Y para los padres, ya sé que es difícil a ver sus hijos ir de la casa a estudiar, pero ellos saben que los quieren mucho, que los apoyan y que están con ellos. Muchísimas gracias. Good evening.
Muchas gracias, Miguel. Thank you, Miguel, for your words. We are so grateful and appreciative to you and Weingart for your continued collaboration and support. I would like now to bring MyCop's newest board member to the stage, Israel Vasquez. Israel might be the board's newest addition. However, his roots with MyCop go back well over a decade, and I have known him throughout my whole 9 years here at MyCop. Welcome, Israel.
Hello, everyone. I'll be giving a small speech, so
Dijigando dina kantume, ako ni kwatisha, lindonya, ya ni sino nindonya ditiun sara ya chintento yura, ya sitasondo takensindo. I want to first thank my community for all the support that they have given me through all the years, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be here. So my name is Israel Vasquez. I am an Ansabi from a small town called Santa Maria Yucunicoco, and I am one of the newest board members for MyCop. But my journey with MyCop started about 13 years ago, and time sure flies and many things have changed. And at a young age, I saw the many obstacles and challenges that our indigenous community was going through because I was living in it myself. I remember I'm going through Hilroy, Madera, Fresno, and sometimes we will sleep in our van. Sometimes we will sleep in farmhouses. So I lived through all those difficult times. I remember my dad driving through the Ventura County administration building saying, "When you grow up, I want you to work there." My dad entrusted me with the task of helping my community. But how could this young brown kid accomplish such a task? I could only speak Mixteco, and I was learning to speak English and Spanish at the same time. So it was only a dream and something that I just put away. At a young age, I became an interpreter for my family. I still remember 10-year-old me reading and translating legal documents and Mixteco in Spanish, and I probably made up a lot of words. I was the first in my family to attend high school. I wanted to continue studying, but did not know how. The first time I heard about college was during my senior year when Austrian College representative came to register those who were graduating. During my 4 years in high school, no one mentioned to me about a 4-year college or the possibility of attending one. This is why Michael's work and the TKU group is so important, because barriers to education are real, and many indigenous communities go through them. In 2009, 2 women walked into the church that I was attending. They began to speak about an organization working with indigenous community and how they were building leaders. My ear rose and my eye opened wide. I think that was the most attention I paid in church. As soon as the service ended, I ran after them. I still remember who they were. I think they're here too. And I began to ask a lot of questions. So the following day, I went to Micah's office. I remember staring at the frames of the pictures that they had, and the person that greeted me was none other than Arsenio. Throughout our life, many events changed us and marked our existence. And walking at the Micah office was a life-changing event for me. Since then, Micah has become a family. Right away, Arsenio invited me to attend workshops. Michael taught me to be a leader, from being a shy youth to being a poised young man and speaking with certainty. I learned to love my brown skin. The being indigenous was beautiful, as Natalia Toledo said. Ser indígena es tener un universo y no renunciar a él. I attended many workshops and learned to develop campaigns, how to identify allies, stakeholders, and how to organize lessons I put into practice when we began to No Me Llames Oaxaquita. I also became a certified medical interpreter and built my knowledge about Mixteco and the vast diversity of variants. I co-founded the TKU group, a youth seeking to fight racism and discrimination.
With TKU Group, I learned about universities and the importance of higher education. I remember Arsenio and Margaret Sawyer. They will come through to our meeting and will tell us, you guys have to continue your higher education. So I eventually transferred to Washington State University and studied agriculture. In the summer of 2023, I will complete my master's degrees in business administration. I want to say thank you, Micah, for helping me accomplish my dream. And also, I was the recipient of the Ticket Youth Scholarship. In 2011, I began working with the Agriculture Commissioner and developed the first Mixteco pesticide training program. In 2013 to 2014, along with the indigenous youth, we started Oye, the Oaxaqueño Youth Encuentro, a gathering that gives space to youth to dialogue and meet and discuss the decolonization and meet other indigenous from all over California, Washington, Florida, Arizona. So watch out for Oye 2022. Currently in my professional life, I work with the Ventura County Human Service Agency as a program supervisor for the Farm Worker Research Program. And we have accomplished many things to developing the best practice in serving farm workers and indigenous community, to co-creating the Condado de Ventura en Español Facebook, and many other things. We started our podcast, Raíz Informativa, and there's a lot of surprises that are coming. My dad dream sure came true. This is part of the many work that Micah does. There are many people like myself out there waiting to make an impact in our community. So I ask everyone to join Micah and support the work they do in creating leaders and to continue impacting people's lives. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Let's give Israel another round of applause. Amazing. Are you guys ready for the real show? Yeah? Okay, well, here's your chance. Well, here's your chance to help. Leading into our event, we have raised a total of $97,000. And this evening, our goal is to raise a total of $10,000 in unrestricted dollars to support our work. Unrestricted dollars are critical for nonprofits like Micah for the following reasons that will allow us to carry our mission of supporting, organizing, and empowering the indigenous migrant community in California's Central Coast. These are the dollars that support numerous MICAP initiatives, including our continuous COVID-19 outreach and education, our community organizers that support farm workers across the regions, and even our expansion into San Luis Obispo County.
Since we're getting the show started, here we go. We're asking you this evening to look at your own ability to give and support MICAP's work. For those tuning in online, on your screen in the right corner, a pledge box will appear. For those with us this evening, that's all of you, please look at the back of your program for a QR code. You will be able to make pledges with this QR code via your phone. We also have MICAP staff with card readers if you'd like to donate that way. And we also have envelopes if you'd like to make a donation that way as well. So, production team, you ready? We will start our night tonight at the level of $1,000. Is there anyone in the room today that is able to give at the 1,000 level?
Vanessa Bechtel.
Vanessa Bechtel, thank you so much for your $1,000. That's 1,000. We're going down to 9,000 now. Come on, our goal. We're going to get there. Is there anyone else? $1,000 could provide many families with culturally responsive food. We could also provide a month's worth of rental assistance to one of our impacted families due to COVID. $1,000 supports our families. Is there anyone there who also wants to give $1,000? I see the fingers over there. What's going on? Yay. Name?
Robin.
Thank you so
you,
much.
Robin.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We're at 2,000 right now.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for those who have donated. Also, we do want to acknowledge folks who are streaming online. We have received a $100 donation from Michael McDonald.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you.
Michael.
$100 from Gary Clark.
Thank you, Gary.
$100 from Maria Caudillo.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Maria.
Maria.
$100 from Robin Rosenthal and Bill Yaros.
Thanks, Robin and Bill.
Where's the
Thousand.
1,000? Where? We got to see that. Okay, over there. Name.
Name.
Claire. Thank you so much, Claire.
Thank you,
Beautiful.
Claire.
Raboso in the pink. Thank you so much. We're getting there. We're getting there. Okay, 1,000. Anybody else who wants to do 1,000, we're always going to take you. We're always taking it. So going once, going twice, going again. We'll come back to you. Okay, here we go.
Thank you, Vanessa. And let's keep the show running. $500. Do we have anybody here with us tonight who is able to give $500?
$500.
Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you, Patricia Frausto.
Thank you, Rabia.
Patricia,
500 with
thank
Rabia.
you.
Jeffrey, thank you, Jeffrey.
Jeffrey,
500.
thank you.
Rebecca, thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you, Rebecca. Again, thank you,
Let's
Rabia.
keep them coming.
Thank you, Dr. Flores. Thanks, Dr.
Steve Bennett, thank you.
500,
Thank
Steve
you.
Bennett. Thank you.
So $500 is just about the cost of a DACA application for one community member. So let's go again. $500.
Who else?
Well, let's give it a round of applause for those folks who have donated the $500. Thank you. Online, we have Jeff Kirby, $100. And we also have an anonymous $20 donation. Every dollar counts. Cooper the Queen,
Thank you,
$100.
Cooper.
Thank you, Cooper.
Thank you, Cooper.
I see you here, from here.
We also have 100 from Jeff Kirby. They're coming in. They're rolling in. We have John Fankhauser at, how much is that? $250 already. We have Beatriz at 20. We have Robin Roy at $1,000. We have Sonia Croft at 100. We have Estrella Zaragoza at 100. We have Margarita H. Escontrias at 100. They're coming in. They're coming in, y'all. Y'all gotta,
Wow,
gotta
thank
step
you.
it up
Thank
over
you
here.
for all
We're
your
versus-
support.
We're moving out to 250. Do we have anyone here tonight to give 250? 250. We can provide pan dulce, café de olla at our agricultural.
250 back over there.
250. 250 over there. Name.
Gladys Limon, 250.
Hey, 250. Thank you so much. Anyone else at 250 tonight? Tonight. On the back. We got the back. We got over here. Vianney Lopez, 250. Thank you so much. 250. Anyone else at 250? We're coming in. Yeah, Vianney Lopez confirmed 250. We have Claire Thomas at $1,000, everyone. We have Savette
Carmen
Johnson
Ramirez.
at 250.
Thank you, Carmen Ramirez.
We have
50.
We have Rabaya Rahman at
Thank you.
500. We have Sanan Sebastian Valencia at 100. We have Teresa Cho and Jeffrey Miller at 250.
250, run up on.
We're going up, everybody. We're going close to our goal. We're at 8,376 out of our $10,000 goal. We have, where?
Oh,
Over there?
Judith,
Luis,
250.
250. We have 250 at 250. We have also Yolanda at 250. We have Loretta Dennering at 250. We have Minako Watabi at 250. We have Danielle Winsneski at 100. We're going up, Anybody else? Here we go.
Vanessa, I saw Luz Reyes Martin, 250.
250, thank you. Let's keep them coming. We're almost there, we're gonna reach our goal. So before moving forward, I do wanna acknowledge everybody who have donated. So let's go ahead and give those folks a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you so very much for your support.
We We are so excited. We reached our goal, everybody. We're at 10,400. We're at 10,676. We're at 10,776. We keep up. Oh my God, we're at 10,876. We're going up. We're at 10,976. Anyone else out there online? Thank you, everyone who's been giving here tonight. We're at 11,000, 11K, everyone. We did it. Giving yourselves applause. Come on.
Thank you for all your support.
Give yourselves a round of applause. Thank you. Is the fun over?
And we are willing to take any other donation. So remember, every dollar counts.
We got somebody in the back? Oh, no, okay. We got card readers, people going around with card readers. Anybody wants to swipe, you also have the QR code. Thank you so much. We have David and Veronica James at 100. We have Onyx Derek at 100. We have Patricia Frausto Rodriguez at 200. We have Nathan Sanchez at 100. We're at 12K, everyone. Come on, we're going up. This is amazing. Thank you so much to everyone who's going to give. Anyone else? We are willing to take 25. Anybody at $25? Anybody? 25. We got any amount here. Put them on the QR code. Get your swipers. There's Adriana in the red over there with the QR and the code and everything else. And Sylvia over here with the box and the QR code as well. They'll come to you. Thank you so much, everyone. We've definitely reached our goal tonight. Congratulations.
Well, once again, I'm happy. I'm very happy for the outcome, and I think it wouldn't be possible without the help of every single one of you guys contributing to the work that we do. And once again, well, thank you all for joining the MyCup team for a night in Oaxaca. For the folks who are online, please be sure to check out on your card on the Paybe app. And as mentioned, we do have folks with card readers, physical envelopes, if you would prefer to make your donation that way. Also, our silent auction will close at 7:30 p.m. So this is on the right-hand side. Oh, we have another donation here. Donation? Josefino Cervantes, gracias. Gracias. So as mentioned, our silent auction will close at 7:30, which is on the right-hand side here. 7:30, so will the bars. So the mezcal, the wine, so
I'm sorry, compañero, it's 7:37. The silent auction is closed. The bars are closed.
So for the silent auction, winners are able to, if you guys are here, you're able to pick up your item before leaving. So don't forget, if you're on the silent auction, don't forget to pick up your item on the right. This evening's dessert is brought to you by Cielo Artisan Desserts from Oxnard and features the Oaxaqueño hot chocolate, café de olla, and many more. For our online viewers, please take a moment to check out your card on the right, which is located on the top right-hand corner of your screen. Also, after you check out, you can continue to stream the show. To finish up, on behalf of the Board of Directors of MyCup team, we thank you all for supporting MyCup's mission and supporting, organizing, and empowering the migrant indigenous community in California's Central Coast. I would like to especially thank tonight our vendor and the MyCup staff who made this event possible.
Wow, we're at 15K, a little bit over 15K, everybody. Are we excited tonight? Hey, this is going to be the movement going forward. We are MyCup here once again. For the first time in over 3 years in person at Night in Oaxaca, I would like to introduce tonight's last dance, La Danza de los Diablos, by Los Elegidos de Asís en Banda Recuerdo de Santa Cruz Peras. The Diablos' traditional costumes are composed of a devil mask and a chivarra, a form of pant, and whips. Danza de los Diablos de la Mixteca comes from pre-Hispanic times in the 17th century. This dance is an expression of art and bravery. Their whips make their presence very notorious and much more when you hear La Banda en las Chilenas. This concludes our formal program, and we are so grateful to have been in person with you this evening. Feel free to come and join us for their dance, and we wish everyone a safe night home. Now, please welcome the Danza de los Diablos with a round of applause.